All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Put the camera under my chin, balance it precariously while I try to focus and do things. All right, this is a Module 8 cartridge. It says Module 8 there. Sometimes it doesn't say Module 8, and it's a black and white cart, and sometimes it'll... But these are kind of characterized by, they have these two pegs that are holding the shell together at this end, the spine end, and they're very flimsy. I mean, they just break off. They've got these little rounded pegs that kind of will just really break easily, so you have to be careful with those. And then the other way it's held down here is actually a flat tab, and the tab is access to it is located underneath the foam strip pad. So let's assume that, again, okay, well, first of all, we should assume that there's a label covering this and you can't see these two holes. So you can't, let's say you're not going to be able to use those to get access to the tab or help open the tab there, or pegs. And then here, let's assume that there's tape inside. I've already taken all this tape out. I've just kind of like spooled it out. But assume there's tape going across here. So the first thing you want to do is get underneath the tape and lift it up. So there's a little, it kind of bubbles outward and gives you some space to work. And then you want to take some tweezers, get under here, and get the end of this. Looks like it's, there we go. So you get the end of this foam pad, and assuming the crumbled foam is still on it, and just pull them both out. And now we can see this. So I'll pick this up and see if we can give you a look. I'll prop it against this bottle, just hopefully that'll help. I can get some focus here. Okay, yeah, so see, you can see there that there's a little slit, and then you can see the edge of the tab that's like hooked onto the lip. And this is so flimsy and it breaks. So right now it's dry, and if you try to pry it open using, or pop it open using a wide screwdriver blade, which, fits the size of the hole, which is what you're supposed to use, maybe 30% of the time it won't break, but the rest of the time it will. So we need to lubricate the edge of that tab so that it can slip past the lip more easily and not break or snap off. A lot of people want to use little oil of some kind. I use Armor All because I just have it on hand. I use it to lubricate the posts of the pinch roller and the hub. So I just have it around, and it's frictionless or low friction and slippery. So what I want to do is take the edge of this toothpick, find something that has kind of a butt end. I find that using the pointy end, you can't really get a good droplet on the edge of it, but it'll probably still work. I just want to get a droplet on the edge of this. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to drop it. I missed it. Okay, so I got it a little bit on the wrong part of the shell, but I'm coating the edge of that tab right there. I don't know if you can see the angle. I'm just going to, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to clean up that droplet that went in the wrong place. It went down here, so I'm just going to clean it up. Now, what you're going to do is you want this to just kind of sit for a while and let it work into the little gap between the lip and the tab. Maybe, try to rock the shell a little bit just to kind of, help get it in there a little bit. And normally I wouldn't let this sit for a few minutes, but just for the sake of the video, to move it along, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I've got this open assist tool, clothespin, I'm going to put that in there. Now you want the screwdriver blade needs to fit the size of that slit, and you don't want to use like a little screwdriver. It needs to be a wide blade that fits that. So, and you're not going to go like straight into the hole space, and you're not going to poke straight onto the tab. Just kind of somewhere in between, and just rock it. Just rock it. Just kind of like do that, and then if eventually the opposing force of the clothespin assist tool and the rocking motion of this, you'll just hear a little click. And there we go. So that is opened. Now we need to do this end. So you want to keep this part of the shell closed. Just put something flat and strong, you know, like you get a wide blade knife of some kind. This seems to be a little bit too fat, so I wouldn't, you know, where I'd use this on another cartridge that can handle it, this one needs a little flatter. So, you see, just slide it in, and you heard the pop because it opened. Okay, so this one, you're going to come over here, just slide it under, and there we go. So we did it, no breakage, no breakage. We're good. And now you want to maybe clean up this. If you don't have a little dab of oil, I'm trying to think, and you don't have Armor All, I'm trying to think. Oh, see, look, see, it started leaking, so we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Clean that up. We don't want that touching the tape, so definitely clean up any, whatever you use, you know, and you know what, even use alcohol. Use alcohol to clean up right there. If it's oil or Armor All. But, you know, leave a little bit on, don't totally clean up. With the Armor All, you can wipe it away and it'll kind of stay. It'll make like a slick residue on this, but it won't spread. So that's good for when you when you put these back together, then it will, you know, kind of be easier again in the future if you need to open it.